So morning, how are they going? I now wake up there and they tell me how they went and buy 2 catfish this morning from the fisherman, past there. They say they want to make some rice curry and we eating some fried catfish. So I'm going and clean out these 2 babies here now. And we're going to start to prep this meal. I now wake up, so excuse me. We're going to organize these babies, we're going to clean them up, season them up, and prep them to fry. I'll go see all in a little while. I'm going to look presentable for all in. I'll go on there. We'll see all in a few minutes.
Everyone, my name is Cheyenne and welcome back to We Learning with David. Now today we're going to make some curry and rice, some fried catfish. So let we get started. Now I have a pot here with some water. I'm just going to put the rice to boil. By the time we organize up this. Good. Now by the time that's boiling, we start to prepare the polari. I have here with me some split peas powder. I'm using about half a pack. A little more. We like a lot of polari in we curry. Alright, that should be it there. Now I have a bowl here blend up with some onion and garlic and some blend up with pepper and pimentos as well. We're going to add that into this to give it a nice flavor. Next I'm going in with some salt, just a little. A very little bit of baking powder. You don't want to add too much in this because when you add too much, your polari just gets soft. And when you add the polari to the dal mixture, it is mash up. So trust me, put a little bit of baking powder, some saffron, and that's it. I'm going in with my hands and we're going to mix this up. Mixing everything together to incorporate. Going in with the water, a little bit at a time. You don't want this mixture too runny. Okay, so I will show you what I'm looking for. Now this recipe I'm showing you all, not much people that show you this recipe, but this recipe here is the correct one. So when you guys watch this video, please try it and let me know in the comments how it turns out. This is what I am looking for. A nice thick batter. I think I need a little more water. See that? Mix it in properly. This is what we're looking for. Good. So we're going to let this rest for about 10 minutes. And then we will come back and we're going to get prepared to fry this polari.
You did see the catfish. I cleaned that. This is how the catfish looking here. As you can see, how nice and clean. I wash it with a little lime and a little dust of flour as well, right? So it's how nice and clean it looking. Right, so we're going to season it up. So I just put a little dust of curry. I don't use bandania to season fish. I do like it with that flavor. Right, so we have a little bit of cayenne pepper here. Add a little cayenne pepper. Right, my favorite thing if you'll always be watching the cook up seasoning. Right, time a thing. A little bit of garlic and parsley. We have here again, a little chili pepper. Right, a little bit of the mix here that Cheyenne did make, the onion, the garlic, the pimento, the hot pepper, the chili pepper, and the ginger. So we're going to try a little bit. Flavor it up. We're adding a little salt. Not too much of salt because we don't want it salty. And a little dust of oil. Now the reason why I add the oil is to flavor, to keep the flavor in the fish. So when you're ready to fry it, all the flavor goes stick up in the fish. So when you add your flour and then when you mix it after, you have a nice flavor. See how it's sticking up inside the fish? And that is what you want. So we're going to marinate this for about 10-15 minutes. And I'll go show you how we go fry up this fish and how it will be looking. So I'll go see you back in about 15 minutes. So nice, real nice.
So it has been 10 minutes, time to fry this polari. Now make sure your hands wet before you touch the polari to put it in the pot. Some people just use a spoon, but I am accustomed with my hands. So let me show you how to do this. Take a little bit in your hands and place it in the pot on low heat. And we're going to add in about 4 or 5. We're going to fry these until they get nice and brown. Keep turning them as they are frying. Do not overcrowd the pot. I just add in about 2 more and that will be it. Good, so you're going to let these fry and then we're going to turn them and keep turning them as we go along. Batch of frying the bowlers, and that's the end of it. Stay tuned because we have the curry coming up next. Okay, so bowlers done. Now it's time to mix in the split piece powder with the water for the curry. So let's get started. I use the same bowl that I had the mixture in, and I'm going in with a little at a time with the split piece powder. Okay, I think that is enough for now. We're going in with some of the blended up pepper and also some onions and garlic, and I'm using my hands. I'm going to mix in these. so it won't be lumpy. Gotta mash up everything. Let everything come together. Okay, so that's it there for this mixture. There is no lumps, and we're gonna get started on mixing and making this Karhee.
Right, so we're gonna prepare. We're gonna start to fry the fish. So come down here. We have some flour, some normal flour. Right, we're gonna add a little salt, nothing too much. A little dust of all-purpose seasoning, and we're gonna get that little mix, right? Now let's add a little chili flavor, the chili flakes, for the flour to get a little color. So when you're frying the fish, you'll get a little flavor on top, right? And that's it for me. Now into the pot, we have some hot pepper there. We're gonna throw it by them. We have the seasoned flour, we have the fish, and you see how nice the flavor is, how nice it looks in there. And in the pot, we have the hot oil, throw some pepper inside of there, and throw a little garlic and onion inside to burn by them sometime. So let's start to fry the fish. So we want to season up the fish here. Make sure the flour coated real nice inside. We don't want nothing leaving out. Add in, and let us start to fry. Right, we have the tail here, nice piece of fish. Now I have the heat on slow heat because we don't want the fish to fry too fast. Now this is catfish we fry in here. So if you never eat catfish, you need to try it. Tastes real good. So we're going on to the fish and see how we're looking so far. So nice the color come out. When you see you're making fish, you need to fry it on slow heat. Do not fry fish on high heat. It is cooked too fast and it don't fry properly. So nice our fish coming out there. Watch the flavor. So we turned the fish earlier on here, and this is the final product here. As you can see how nice it come out. Alright, crispy, brown, nice, looking good. Alright, so it's time to drain him out. Take him out from the pot. And this is how the fish looking. So we're going to start up make the Kurhi now. Let me get moving, right? So we need some oil in the pot. You want to put enough oil. The vegetables. Onion, garlic, pepper, bandania, and ginger. So we're going to put some fry. We're going to give this about 2 minutes to fry. Let it get a little brown. Yeah, real nice. Now you see when you're making curry, plenty of people, they sketch the tail to make it, right? Now I'm going to show you a few hints to make a nice Karhee. So we have the onion and garlic they fry up. Now you don't want it brown. You don't want it brown. Please do not brown it. You want it light. This is how this is right now? Right. Let me show you the secret now. What is adding? You see jeera? Roasted jeera. We're going to add in some of that. And I'm slowing down the heat. So you want the heat light. You give him a little turn up. Don't let it fry too long because it's roasted already. So you don't want it to get burn up. You don't want to get burn up over burn jeera taste, right? So right, so this is good here right now, right? It takes you less than 30 seconds to mix into the flavor there and we're good. Now you're going to raise up the heat back up a little bit to medium now. Right, so this is the mixture she mixed earlier on with the curry. With the split peas powder and the vegetables inside, right? So we're going to add in this now. But you're adding it in slow and you turn it. Because this does get lumpy fast, so you don't want to get no lump. Right, so you turn it. Slow and turn it. Right, anytime you see this, so they get lumpy, you need to lower down your heat, right? But you don't want to get lumpy, so you need to medium it as you now adding it in because you want everything to blend in. And you want the heat to be also a little hot, right? Right, so you keep on turning them now. Keep turning them. Lower down the heat a little bit now. So you're going back to medium, from medium to slow. You're going to add in a little bit of saffron powder. This is give it the yellow flavor you want. Not too much, because you don't want it too yellow, right? You give him a mix. And you're leaving it on medium for the time being, right? We're going to add some salt. Now as you put in this, you need to add in all your flavors because this is get thick. It is be like when you're kneading flour, how when you're kneading flour, it just get thick. So we need to add in everything one time now. Right, so we're adding the salt. We're adding in a little bit of black pepper. Nothing much. That's a flavor. Two, three cherry pepper. And while we were frying the fish, we had this was burning in the oil. We added this. And you keep turning it. What you see how different the flavor get? Yellow now. See? Alright, that is where you want it. Now you need to turn this every 2 to 3 minutes. You have to stay by your pot. Do not leave the pot. You have to stay by your pot. You saw it getting thick already? Right. So you have to keep on turning it. See how it's getting nice there? So thick it getting. Now you don't want it to get thicker. We just letting the flavors blend in. Now the season that we blended, that had about 3 pepper inside of there. So we're not going to add no more pepper or nice, you're going to be in real trouble. Right, you see how this is getting thick now? Right, so we need to add water now inside of it. Now with how much polari you have, bolas, is how much water you need to add, right? Right, so you see how solid that get, you know? So thick, we need to add in the water. So fast you add in the water again, the same thing apply, you need to turn. Right, so water readers, this is what you need. Now you have to keep turning this every 2 to 3 minutes and keep the heat on slow heat. So you have to be by your pot. Anytime this get thick, you're in trouble, right? You need this to be watery. To make it as Karhee, right? So we're leaving this here. We'll come back in about, as I said, I don't have to come back. Just keep your pot going. This need to cook for at least 15 minutes on slow heat, right? If you need more salt, you need a little bit of black pepper, or you need to throw in a little more pepper. If you want more pepper, you can add it in, right? But you know what I had to add into this? Only one more thing is my cook up seasoning, because that is what I use usually, right? So let me do the sample test and see how it tasting, so we go know if it missing anything so far. Right, so we have it there. It missing salt. So we need to add salt. Now this, remember this is like a flour, so you need to keep checking it to make sure. Right, so keep turning it. Now people are not going to teach you this, right? Jeera is actually the special flavor. Plenty people let's add to make it taste real nice. Right? So that was the secret flavor that plenty people don't tell you about. You see all the vegetables and things, but they're not thick, it's watery. So we're going to lay this on slow heat. Every 2 minutes you need to come and turn it. Make sure it do not start to boil. You just need to just keep on remaining one steady movement. Anytime it starts to boil, it's going to get thick. You don't want it to boil. That is why you need to keep turning it. And that is the secret of making a good Kurhi. If you try this recipe, trust me, everybody, your neighbor, your uncle, your auntie, your granny, even the cat, the dog, the chicken outside, everybody going to eat this curry. They're not going to refuse it. So, as I say, you have to learn to listen. Every 2 minutes, you need to come and turn this. Do not let it boil. It's going to get thick. You don't want a thick curry. Because when that cools down, it's going to get like flour. When you need flour, what's going to be? You don't want that, right? So, keep turning it. More you turn it, better for you. If you want to snap here for the next 15 minutes and turn it, you can do that. Because that is what I'm going to do here. Right? But if you're busy, I mean every minute, 2 minutes, you come and give it a steady turn for a minute, right? And that is how it is get good curry. So we'll come back in about 15 minutes. As I tell you, you need to keep on steadily turn this. And we go check him out in 15 minutes, right? You need to cook for at least 10 to 15 minutes, at least. Right? To get a good, nice texture. And if it's getting thick, now if you put too much of the split piece powder, it's going to get thick fat. You just put a little bit, as you see that shine it mix with. So you average what the size of the pot and half. So you need to keep your mixture like that. Right? The split piece powder, you just need a little bit. It's just a flavor you need. Everything else that you put in there is going to bring in that curry for you. And that is where you want, right? So I will see you back in about 15 minutes and I will share the texture how it looking. As I say, I'm going to stop here for the next 10 to 15 minutes and keep turning this because me want my curry to come out lumpy and like flour when you need it. I want my curry watery, tasty and delicious. So see how nice the fried fish looking there? Come here into the pot here. This is the last and the final here. So how nice the color is. And this is one of the hot pepper that remain in the pot. Right, so you see how nice the catfish fried come out real nice. And that is how it does make a nice catfish fry. Now we can curry this, but as I say, as the video is about it, is rice, curry and fried catfish. So we go do the sample test in a little bit when the curry finish, and we go take a eat and see how the thing tastes. So it's about 2 to 3 minutes so far. Let me say about 4 minutes so far. Come and check the pot here. Right, you see? Take out the spoon, no boiling. But it's getting real hot. right? So now it's time, that's a little more tight, right? So I add my favorite seasoning, my cook up seasoning. Now you can add all-purpose seasoning, you can add a little onion powder, you can add a little garlic powder if you want, right? But this is good enough for me because this has a lot of things in it, right? Now we're going back and just do the sample test. Now about a minute ago I added a piece of pepper again because I said it wasn't tasting too hot. So now we have about 6-7 cherry pepper from the backyard and we have about 3 pepper inside you know, right? Now it don't really need 15 minutes, it's according to how we're cooking. It's how much split piece powder you did put in, it's how long you need to cook. But I just average about 10 to 15 minutes and you should finish. Once you're continuously turning it, you have to turn this. Right, so let me just retest the answer we're missing. Yeah, boy. That is a day. That is a day. This ain't need nothing. And the pepper starting to lash now. So it is simple. So now we don't have 5 minutes. We'll give it 5 more minutes again and we will come back and we should finish it. So remember, I'm keeping time with you. So you need to keep time when you making this. This is a very, very difficult thing to make. A lot of people can't make this. So I'm teaching you the proper way and the tasty way. So I'll see you in about 5 minutes. We're on 6 minutes by now. Right? So give 4 minutes again, keep turning them, and we will come back. So we're back again. It made 10 minutes. And I want you to come inside the pot and see something. Right, you realize my water did not go down, right? And you see it's still watery, right? Now this is what you want. Now if yours get thick, you need to add water back, right? Now you can have some water warming on the other side, and when you see it when it get thick, you add in the water, right? As you can see, now it start to boil because I constantly turn it so you never get the chance to boil. But everything cook inside of here, don't get me wrong, it's almost 12 minutes so far, and you see how nice it is, right? You must be wondering when the polari or the bowlers is going there, right? Because this finished, and I'm going to show you something, right? The stove going to come off. Stove off. So when the polari does go inside here, that is the question you must be asking, right? Well, let me tell you the secret in this one. When you're done cook this, you leave this for 5 minutes to cool down. If you add the polari inside of there now, all this going to melt and get soggy. That is what people don't teach you. You need to cool this down a little bit, at least 5 to about 6 minutes, cool down. Once you check it and you're not burning your hand, add in the polari. When you're adding this into there now, you give it a turn and you leave it. You do not turn it anymore. You wait now for it to cool down. And this going to be watery, this going to be solid, and you have a wonderful, delicious Karhee. So we will let this cool down for 5 minutes, and I will show you when I add in this inside of there and how this going to remain watery and this going to remain solid. So remember the secret, right? I teaching you what I know, and if you want good food, you follow, right? So we're going to see in 5 minutes, just 5 minutes again in here. So keep watching, just 5 minutes, stay with me, and come back in 5 minutes and we go check this out. Right, so remember to let 5 minutes and just need to cool down, right? But don't feel you going to sit down and wait. You have to be by this pot when this cooling down and you have to keep turning. Right, I want to come in and show them how it looks. So for the past 4 minutes now, I keep turning this even though the heat was out, right? Watch it. You see the texture? No thickness, it's like dal. Now you need this to remain like dal, right? But it's very, very, very hot here, right? But it is 5 minutes past and that is what you need. 5 minutes to cool off. Now this never really started to boil, because I was constantly turning it, so it never get the moment to boil. And you can see it like dal, right? So now we're going to add in this inside here, right? So we're adding in the polari, you give it one good turn. So this is your turn up here. Right, so you're getting the water to go into the polari. Right, and this could be your last turn. Right? All you need to do now is get your pot cover and cover him down. And let the rest of the heat from this curry flavor that polari. I mean, you get a soft texture. Now if you constantly keep on going and interfering with it and turn it, it's going to get soggy. So you just need to leave it right which part it is and wait for this to cool down. When this cool down, we go come back, there you give it about 20 minutes, right? And you will see how nice it is. And that is how it is make a good curry. So I hope all you follow my recipe and I hope all you enjoy it. We still have to come back to show you the sample test of how it's looking. And with the catfish, we're going to check with the catfish and the curry. We come back just now and check it. But let me cool this down first and then we'll come and show you how it is. Now, you have to understand this is a lot of patience. If you want good thing to eat, you have that patience and you have to make that patience to get good thing to eat. Right? As I tell you, follow the guidelines. I mean, I'm teaching you and I want you to learn because food that tastes good. And if you like food like me and you like to eat and you like your belly, follow the recipe now, man. You will see how nice the curry go come out, right? And the secret is the jeera. When you now put it inside the oil and how I show you just want to cool it down. People don't tell you that, they tell you to throw it and then cover it. Anytime you throw that inside there and you cover that partner, watch me, you're going to get sappy polari. Best thing is you make polari and soak it in water. What I'll show you here, and your polari must be made stiff. You have to fry it till it get brown on slow heat. Right? You need to fry that polari till it get hard. This polari or bowlers need to be hard. When you're making polari, that is be soft. This is bowlers. We need this to be hard. Because when it's soaking inside our water, it will just get moist, but you will still have when you're eating that texture you need. Right? So 20 minutes, we come back and do the sample test. I go on there.
Hi everyone, welcome back, and today I will be doing the sample test. So some rice, some Karhee. You see how nice and grainy this is? You realize the sauce didn't get thick? Nice and watery, and the polari still hard. This is what you want. And we're going to try out this fish. Watch how nice and brown this fish is. Time to do the sample test. Look how nice and lovely this looking. I know I'm making all your mouth water, eh? Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Now before I taste this, let me tell you what. I went by a lot of people and they made curry, but it's not tasting the way how this does taste. Trust me. We just eat this about 3 to 4 times for the week. So you know it tasting real good. And I'm sure when you all try this at home, you will eat it the same way like we. 4 times for the week. So let me get down in this. Look at the texture of this. See how hard it is still? I see what you want. And with the pepper here, we try a pepper with this. Mmm. Oh, good boy. Look at this fish. This thing is real good. Oh God, pepper nice. Pepper laughing. This up recording?
Yeah.
This is real good boy. Real pepper boy.
I just taking out some pictures.
I'm bossy try pepper. God, this is so good. God, that's what we're doing with. You took picking a picture?
Yeah. And I'm feeling hungry. That food making me hungry.